Wellness of mind. This is a really broad thing, and there are so many techniques that you can follow to improve your wellness of mind. If you're intrigued by it, then I encourage you to research some more. But in this video, I will tell you what I do personally, what works for me. The first thing I do is to wake up early, really early. I make it a rule to wake up between 5 and 6 a.m. every day, Monday to Sunday. Today, I woke up at 4:50 a.m. I had a coffee and started working on this course at 5 a.m. sharp. It's now 6:50 and I have done 2 hours of incredibly productive work with no distractions. And almost everyone is still asleep. If you tell me one day that I'm going to wake up at 7, I feel both that I'm sleeping in and that I'm being unproductive. Why is this? Well, a lot of research has been done on sleeping and why it is so good to wake up early. The main thing is that your brain is most productive in the 2 hours when you just wake up. But this only works if you wake up with an alarm. If you sleep in until you wake up by yourself, you will find that you feel more tired during the day than if you woke up earlier with an alarm. This is because when you wake up by yourself, your brain is kind of still asleep and it takes longer to get back in gear, wake up. When you wake up with an alarm, the brain is jolted back into life and you are just more alert and more awake. And that's why you are more productive when you wake up with an alarm. Even if you slept for a shorter period of time. I found this was true for myself. I used to wake up sometimes at 11 a.m. during uni holidays, sometimes even 1 p.m. or on weekends. I slept for like 10 to 12 hours at some point. When I woke up, half of the day was already gone and then I was tired the other half of the day. Also, when it was time to go to sleep, I couldn't sleep until around 2 or 3 a.m. because I had woken up only 12 or 14 hours ago and I just wasn't tired. It's really hard to get out of this cycle. The later you wake up, then the later you will get sleepy at night. And so you slept late, and because you slept late, you wake up late, and on it goes. What I did to get out of this was set an alarm at 7 a.m. and get up. It didn't matter if I went to sleep at 3 a.m. I still got up, had a coffee and started my day. Then at night, I still couldn't sleep because I was used to sleeping late. But even if I slept late again, I still woke up the next day at 7 a.m. And I made sure not to nap during the day. Doesn't matter how tired I was. After a tough week or two, I started to get sleepy at 10 or 11 p.m. And so I brought down my waking up time to 6 a.m. weekdays and 7 a.m. weekends. And it worked marvels. Getting out of bed may be a bit hard, but as soon as you're out, you start feeling really productive. Currently, my weekly routine looks something like this. Right, so on Monday to Sunday, I wake up between 5 and 6 a.m. I exercise, I shower, and I have breakfast. Now, between 6 and 9 a.m., I work on personal projects, as you can see. Thursday, I do an extra hour as well because I start later on university. And then between 9 and 2, I do university every day. And the reason that I do this includes doing homework, doing assignments, and doing other things. I may have lectures or I may have to go to some laboratories or have practicals, or I may not. But I make sure to fill up my free time with doing assignments and doing homework. And so at 2, I should be done with all my university coursework. And I extend that till 3 on Wednesday and Thursday. And then I cut it short on Friday because I want to have a lot more, some more free time on Friday. Then Saturday and Sunday, I do a couple hours as well, just to catch up in case. And if I'm up to date, then I will just have a break on these two times. Then after that, I give myself 1 hour free or more. After the break, I work on personal projects for 3 hours again on these 2 days, then 2 hours on these 2 days, and 3 hours again on Friday because I had a long break. On the weekends, I work on personal projects straight after I finish the university coursework, and then I just have free, I give myself the rest of the day free, between 2 and 6, I just, I have nothing to do and I can just go out, I can relax, I can watch movies. Between 6 and 7, I exercise and have dinner between Mondays and Fridays. Then Saturday and Sunday, I don't go to the gym, I just have dinner, so I can just, relax for a bit. Then On Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, I work on personal projects a little bit at night as well. And the other 3 days, I give myself a break. And then between 9 and 10, sometimes even 11, I just read a book and go to sleep. And that way, because I don't sleep too late, I can wake up the next day early and start being productive. Now, this is a tough schedule. I understand that. And honestly, I really don't follow it that straight all the time. This is roughly what I do, but that doesn't mean that it's everything I do, or that every single day, at 6 a.m. I already have to be working on personal projects, or that every day at 2 I start having my break and finishes exactly at 3 kind of thing. But I do try to follow it, and this is roughly what it looks like. And I can do all of these because I wake up early. If I woke up at 11, then all of these that I did in the morning, half of my university coursework, 3 hours of working on personal projects, and then 1 hour of, exercising and showering and breakfast, they would all have, that would happen here. And then I would start at 12, and all of this is lost. And then, at this time, I'm not productive anyway. So even if I woke up at 11, I'd probably stop working on personal projects around 8 or 9 anyway. So I'm not going to get any more done. It's not like because I woke up at 12, then I worked hard into the night until 3 a.m. You could do that, but it's just you're not as productive at midnight or at 1 a.m. as you are in the morning. But anyway, another thing I did to improve my wellness of mind was to get rid of my television. That was probably the hardest thing to do. I used to spend hours chilling and just watching TV. The problem was that I was sitting there watching other people be successful, watching other people that wake up early, work hard, and probably not even own a television be successful. So I decided I had wasted enough time and got rid of it. I proved myself that I was stronger than the TV. Finally, another thing I do is to lay down during my breaks and either nap or try to meditate, depending on how tired I am. I always think of what is going to get me the best results at the end of the day. If I nap now, I will not be doing anything, but I will be productive later, right? Like, I am really tired, so if I don't nap, I will be doing something now, but won't be getting the results later because I won't be productive. So it's better to invest a little bit of time now in napping and then being really productive later. Or I'm not really that tired, so napping now is just going to waste my time. I would be procrastinating. I could still be productive later anyway if I don't nap, or things like that. My advice is to try to find what things are making you waste time and what things are messing with your productivity and get rid of them. I'm not saying sell your television, but maybe you can just watch it 4 times a week or only during the weekends, for example. It's up to you to realize that you need to be well within yourself and your own mind.